Hey guys, hope you and the families are doing well. As traders, I think it's better if we have a well-equipped trading toolbox. So what I'm going to teach you is one of my favorite tools within my proverbial trading toolbox, and that is the intraday mean reversion long, also known as the INMERELO. Now what I'm going to do is take you through my entry in Riot on September 4th for the INMERELO, but also the INMERELO in the triple Qs, as it did an intraday mean reversion long off of its 21-day EMA. So this is one of the favorite tools that I have within my trading toolbox, especially in choppy, hostile market environments where there's a lot of volatility, there's a lot of flush outs, a lot of shakeouts, and then what I can look to do is buy the reversal following that flush, following that shakeout. So I really hope you're going to enjoy this video on the INMERELO. Market Surge are today's video sponsor. They're my go-to resource for analyzing company fundamentals. If you're interested in a discounted trial, you'll find a link to that in the description and the comment section below. So let's get straight on into it. I'll give you a high-level overview and then we'll get into the INMERELO. Okay, so we have Riot daily chart in the top left, we have the triple Qs daily chart just underneath that, and then we have the 5-minute chart for Riot over the top of the triple Qs 5-minute chart, and I've tried to line these times up as well, so then you can start to see the correlations. Okay, where the major indexes go, the vast majority of stocks will flow. This is a market environment that's dominated by algorithms, and it's getting more and more so. That actually means it's quite predictable in nature for where the algos are going to try and move the indexes. So if you get the story of the indexes right on a day-to-day basis, you get the story of the vast majority of stocks right. Let me take you through it. Okay, so in terms of the INMERELO, let me take you through the triple Qs first, okay, because you'll be more familiar with the triple Qs. Okay, so what you tend to see in these choppy market environments, okay, is the triple Qs can be kind of whipping around like this. You can actually see this big gap down to the 50, and then there's a really nice INMERELO from the 50. There's then one yesterday as well where you get kind of the opening drive fails and then it flushes down and then it reverses like that, and then you get this really nice kind of steady uptrend for the remainder of the session and or into the close. But what you tend to see, okay, is the algos will take the indexes to key daily moving averages or potentially important price levels. That could be undercuts of where potential support may be. It may be gap fills both on the upside and also the downside. Now I'm looking for certain things. Okay, so if you look at the triple Qs yesterday, I'm filming this on the 5th of September, so on the 4th. Okay, what you see is this opening drive fails. Okay, it tries to push, and then what the triple Qs do is it flushes. Now there's a couple of key daily moving averages running across here. The black line is the 10-day EMA price level. Okay, if you want this indicator, search my name on TradingView. It's daily MAs on intraday charts. Okay, this black line that you see, that's the 10-day EMA, and the blue line, this horizontal blue line, is the 21-day EMA. They're the price levels. Okay, so if we look at the daily chart, see how you have the 10-day there, you have the 21-day there. Okay, you see them, 10-day, 21-day there, and then there they are plotted on the 5-minute chart. Really useful reference point. Okay, so what do we see? Well, we see this flush, and then what I'm thinking here is, okay, interesting, we've had this opening drive fail and now price is flushing down into a potential area of support. Okay, it's coming down into the 10-day EMA and the 21-day EMA. So I'm on the lookout for what I call INMERELOs, intraday mean reversion longs. So what we see at 10:15 Eastern time is this really nice, if you followed the channel for a little while, you'll know about shakeout demand tails. So they are variations of hammer candlesticks, doji dragonflies, and takuri lines. So at 10:15 you see a shakeout demand tail, but it's the context of where are you seeing that 5-minute shakeout demand tail? Right there on the 21-day EMA. And then what follows at 10:20 is this really nice reversal reclaiming the 5-minute 6 EMA, which is the orange line, and the 5-minute 21 EMA being the blue line. Okay, starts reclaiming, and the MACD, and I'm using some custom settings on the MACD, okay, 629. My custom settings, so it turns faster than the standard settings. Okay, because what I'm trying to do is when I'm trying to buy intraday mean reversion longs, oftentimes you'll see a V or a U. Okay, you'll see a V shape or a U shape at the bottom. So you see here, this is more kind of UEV shape in nature. You see that, how it comes down, shake out demand tail at the low, and then I'm buying there. Well, for Riot I'm buying here, okay, but for the triple Qs the INMERELO is right there. So it's on the right hand side of a V or a U, and prices traded down into a potential area of support, being the 10-day, 21-day, flushing out underneath session lows, and then it's reversing. So it's not trying to get right in at the bottom down here with you. You're not trying to buy the bottom of that little shakeout demand tail. You're trying to buy the turn when a new uptrend intraday has emerged. Now that intraday uptrend may then turn into a really significant uptrend on the daily chart. Okay, so if you look at Riot here, what you're tending to see in this market environment, look at this. This is a big flush down. This is on the 20th of August. That there is the 65-day EMA, that grey moving average. The purple is the 50. Look at the big flush. Look at the big shakeout demand tail. Okay, and then it pushes, and then here, shakeout around the 10-day, 21-day. This day here, look at this, shakeout on the 10-day EMA. couple of sessions ago, shake out underneath the 10-day EMA. I might take you through a couple of these, okay, at the end of this video. So what you see with Riot, okay, so my entry is then here at 1314, okay, you see flush, 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 flush. Look at on the daily chart, it's also shaking out underneath, okay, look at this. If we plot this in underneath the low of this shakeout demand tail, can you see that blue area that I've just put in there? Maybe we'll turn this to, say, pink. It's going to stand out, isn't it? So you see the low of September 2nd. Look at this. There's the low of September 2nd. You see that? So it's shaking out underneath that low. So imagine how many stops are then getting triggered right here. And it's also just shaking out, just underneath the 21. So it's going down to a potential area of support in a prior session's low, which is a pretty significant session, that bar, plus a 21-day EMA, which is a real sweet spot moving average for the vast majority of stocks, especially leaders. So what you see is flush, 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 intraday. Okay, you see this? Big flush down, finds support right on the 21-day EMA, starts turning, reclaims the 5-minute 6 EMA on this bar here, which is 1020. What was happening at 1020 for the triple Qs? Oh, you got it right there. And then I'm targeting through the high of that bar. Okay, so in an ideal world, I get it a couple cents less, 2 cents less. But again, things are moving about. Okay, it takes time to enter orders and whatnot. So I get it there at 1314. Okay, that really simple. You see that? Flush, 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 flush. Find the key daily moving average, 21-day EMA. There's the reversal. Custom settings on the MACD turn positive, and the index is also INMERELOing too. So simple. So simple. Let me take you through a couple of others, okay? If you go and look here, this is the triple Qs from a couple of days ago, okay? So what you see, and again, this happened quite commonly, okay? What you see is this opening drive. So we're looking at this day here, okay? We're looking at the 50. So if you look here, you see that 50-day moving average? There it is there, running across here. So what you see is it gaps down, does a 5-minute ORB there, push, 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 does a little double top intraday, and then big flush. Then when's the INMERELO? You dialed in on it? It's right there, isn't it? Okay, look, below the 5-minute 6 EMA, below, there it is. Right in there. See how the MACD turns as well. Then I'm buying through the high of the 5-minute 6 EMA or a reclaim candlestick with INMERELOs when the MACD is positive, okay? So it's right there. So if we were going to go and then plot those levels on, okay, it's right there. Let's get this magnet so then you can see those levels. So we're now going to get the levels from the 5-minute chart appear on this daily candlestick. Ready? One there, and then stop. Lovely. Now one of my favorite moving averages is the 5-minute 21 EMA to then manage these positions. You see that? Really simple. Let me take you back to August 20th, okay? For the triple Qs. August 20th, here we go. Okay, ready? Tell me where you see the INMERELO. Ready? Flush, 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 flush. Oh, there it is. 11 a.m. Eastern time. It's right there. It's right there. You see it? It's not difficult. Triple Qs, flush, 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 flush. Reclaim the 5-minute 6 EMA right there. MACD turns, there's the entry. There's the entry there. Tell me there's a better entry on that day. There ain't. Tell me there's a better entry on this day. There ain't. Let me then take you through to Riot. Okay, let's go back to the 20th of August for Riot. For an INMERELO. Remember, where the vast majority of stocks, where the indexes go, the vast majority of stocks follow. Where the indexes go, the vast majority of stocks flow. So now we've got Riot loaded up, okay? Same session. Okay, let's just get these dates lined up, these times lined up for you. Okay, so this is Riot, and we're looking at it here. Okay, you see this? 20th of August, ready? Flush, flush, flush. This is the 65-day EMA, like that moving average. Where's the INMERELO? Right there. Okay, let's turn that blue for the entry, and then like this here. So you see how you're buying on the right-hand side of a V, a right-hand side of a U with these INMERELOs. But if you take a look at the times, it's going a little bit sooner. It's showing a little bit of intraday relative strength, right? Which is what I like to see because it's starting to reclaim, it's starting to INMERELO ahead of the indexes. But it doesn't really get going until the indexes at about 11 a.m. start pushing. Where's then 11 a.m.? See that? Let me just turn that magnet off. So see here? Okay, Riot starts trying to turn, but look, it's then, and then it goes. When the indexes go, when the algos let it go. So this is a basketball being held underneath water, but it still needs the indexes. So if you can get the story of the indexes right, trading gets so much easier. So much easier, okay? So this is why I absolutely love the INMERELOs, especially if you like this kind of stuff. If you like going down in the weeds like this and analyzing the market like this, and kind of understand, okay, where's the play, where's it moving, where's the intraday, where's the INMERELO, where's the potential INMERESH intraday mean reversion short. So if you get the story right of the indexes and you can view it through this kind of contextual lens, I think trading gets a whole lot easier, because you do not want to be fighting the algos in this market environment. You don't want to fight them. You cannot beat the algos. So if you can't beat them, join them. Understand what they're doing, where they're going, and when they are going to do it. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed that video. You like this kind of stuff, head over to my platform. There's a trial available where we go deep into the weeds on all of this stuff. So thanks very much for watching the video. I will see you soon.